toolbox there.
Ooh, it had kicks in it. Woohoo!
Sometimes they do. Sometimes you find them in just about anything. Caps are good. Also, when you're part of the team, if somebody completes the quest and they get caps, you get caps.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't share XP, but it does share caps. There's a crate right here. A lot of times you don't notice it because of the way it sits. So.
And be careful of the water. The water is radioactive. Yeah.
All right. Well, the overseer's camp is right up over here. We do have company, so put your weapons away to show your good intent. Hold R will tuck your weapon away. You just have to right-click to bring it back out again.
Put your weapon away.
I'm trying.
Who's coming around? I was hoping it was Graham. Graham is a super mutant, but he's okay.
Yep.
He just wants to trade. He'll tell you, don't worry, don't run away, I won't eat you. It's Graham and Moo Moo the cow. And they don't they have to listen to that tape of hers? Oh, I think he's not there. Yeah,
No,
each
I'm
one
here.
of you,
I've just got my mic muted because I'm eating.
okay, just listen. Each one of you need to listen to the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bunny's already been through all this and dealt with
Okay. Good.
Flatwood.
Yeah, Flatwood's kind of a pain in the butt. Run here, run there, run here.
And then there'll be a blueprint for a bed
Yeah,
over
pick
here.
that up.
And to learn a blueprint, it'll be under Notes. And it'll say either plan or recipe, and you just click it, and that'll make you learn it. And I think it wants you to make a piece of personal armor and to make a weapon. If I remember correctly.
I'm cooking my squirrel bits.
Cause we all love the tasty bits.
Any piece of light armor, like what leather chest piece?
Yeah, basically anything that you can make at that bench will qualify in the same way at the weapons bench. Anything you can make at the weapons bench, a throwing knife or a pistol or machete or whatever will qualify.
Yeah, shoot. Ooh. That didn't sound good. Oh, somebody set off a nuke last night when I was on here. It's the first time I saw that. You just got to make sure you're out of the blast radius.
Yeah, I got a warning that a nuke was inbound and just got out of the blast radius before it hit. So like I was up close and personal. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
So, apparel.
Yep, apparel, and you click it, and a dot appears in front of it, and that shows it as equipped.
Woohoo! Got chest piece.
Yep, and don't miss the duct tape and the extra stuff that's over here in this toolbox. And like I say, there's a plan for a metal bed here. This stash right here is a universal stash. So like if I look at it, I see all of my stuff.
Oh, okay. I see what's
And so well, that's a universal stash. So if you hit R and then hit T, it'll store all of your junk, right? And then any stash box like this you come across, you'll have access to that stuff, and these benches will automatically access that inventory whether there's a stash box around or not.
Okay.
So it acts as a universal inventory. So, you go to the stash box that's at my place, and instead of showing you what stuff is mine in that stash, it'll show you your stuff that you put into a stash box somewhere. All the Red Rocket gas stations will have a stash box, and all the railroad stations will have a stash box.
There's some baddies down here.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get a bunch of ghouls that'll come rushing out of the...
Hey,
Oh.
who's shooting at me?
We have got scorched.
Not in people.
Ooh. These guys will have melee weapons. You may be able to get yourself a nice knife off of them.
Yeah, they're level 1, so I'm just gonna let you all take them out.
What pitchfork?
Oh, wow.
Knuckles. Yeah.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, so this little spot right here isn't always here. This is one of the places where you'll get a little random spawn. So it's worth coming and checking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the ghouls are always worth checking because a lot of times they're the easiest place to find Rad-X and Rad-Away. Rad-X protects you against radiation, and Rad-X helps get rid of radiation.
Yeah.
But
Oh, a rib cage and a pelvis. Nice.
just in case you left yours at home,
Yeah. Indeed.
I hate when I leave the house without my pelvis. It's just...
I know.
I shouted Mr. Farmhand if you want to come and loot him.
Yeah, they're funny. They're looking for organic fertilizer.
Yeah.
And you're organic.
You're organic.
Now I'm coming.
He had quite good stuff.
Oh, a fusion cell. Well, 36 of them, actually. That sounds important.
Yeah. Fusion cells are used for energy weapons, basically lasers. And then fusion cores are a power source that are used in... oh, you got company. Hey, go puppies. Hey, go puppy. Who's a good dog? Who's a good puppy? He says, not me.
No, they're not very good puppies.
Yeah!
They do taste good, apparently.
Yes. Oh, when I said who's a good puppy, I was talking about the taste, not about the behavior.
Mm.
Mongrel
But I
dog
figured-
meat.
I figured they were not going to do enough damage to me to make it a big deal, so I'd just stand there and let them chew on me while you guys shot them.
Not at a level.
I wanted them to
48.
feel good about themselves, feel like they were doing well,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
die with a sense of satisfaction, you know. And that bizarre sound you may hear is a little froggy. He's a little glowing blue froggy. He is harmless, but he is kind of cool. I
haven't
don't see
seen
him.
the frogs.
Ah, there's something.
That's a red stag.
That's a rat
dog.
stag.
Yeah, as long as you stay back from them, they won't mess with you. Usually they're pretty shy and retiring. If that's why those dogs were here, is they were eating on this red stag yearling. So there's some red stag meat and hide usually available on the
I got it.
carcass.
I'll cut up.
Okay. Ooh, fog's coming in.
Spooky.
Welcome to Flatwood. And they're pretty much just loot your way around and we'll work our way up to the church, but like I say, I'm trying to just take my time and stay out of the way so you guys can do what you'd normally do if you'd have started on your own and, you know,
Yeah. This is
make
sort
sure
of
you're
weird.
moving along the same basic path, you know?
Automated warning to all responders. The Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians. and
Yeah, they
take down
teach you
those
to do
supervisors.
everything through these
Once they're
quests,
done,
so
you'll have to reboot the server.
what we've shown you, they'll show you too, sort of.
Oh, I hear a chicken.
Ah! Ow!
What was that?
Rat!
Like I say, with those guys, with the mole rats and the dogs, usually your melee weapon is your best bet, just because they're so right up in your face. It's really hard to use your gun against them.
Yeah.
Same with those liberators when there's too many of them.
There's still one more.
Yep. He likes possum.
Trying to find my my.
He
machete
says, "But we're
and he's-
cousins. We're cousins. No, stay here. Wait a minute. We're cousins. I'm a mole rat. You're a possum. We're related here somehow." He says, "I'm so lonely, and your name says possum." We will meet some possums here soon.
Yeah, they have 2 heads though.
They have 3 heads.
3 heads?
Yeah, there's a recipe for a picnic table right here on the ground in front of me.
Woo! Got him. Oh, there, yeah, a possum. Oh my god! I got him. Oh, look! That's so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that. I think I shot him right through the eyeball. Like, right here.
Nope.
That's so cute.
Oh, Bunny,
Mm.
make sure you get that makeshift battery. There's acid in it, and you'll need that.
Ooh, okay, cool. Oh, pack of cigarettes there too.
Yep, that's the only thing I missed from Fallout 4 is I had a mod that lets me actually smoke in Fallout 4.
Really? That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, every time you smoke a cigarette, it saves the game. And there's a walking stick over here on the floor, makes a pretty good weapon. Like I say, if you hold down tab, it'll kick on your Pip-Boy light, and you'll be able to see a whole lot better. There you go. Black powder brew, dog bowl.
I'm just trying to see if I find any caps.
I pressed the button.
Quite a few
Hush.
caps, though.
I think it's
Managed to get over
recording now.
600.
Shush. Hello? Hello there?
Ooh, copper scrap.
I think it's working.
There's quite a firefight going on over there someplace.
This is Willie May.
Yeah.
And I was asked
Could be
to
another
talk a bit
player.
about my life since the war to help
Yeah, the
educate
the
future children
downstairs and
someday.
upstairs corner rooms are accessible, but the rest of them are.
I thought
boarded
I'd
off.
Just watch my programs.
Watch out for the
entertain
radroaches.
grandkids in my retirement.
Yeah.
But that didn't turn out to be
Like I
the
say, I don't
case.
want to give away any surprises, so I waited until I heard gunshots before I said anything. Oh, by the way,
When I saw it in a dream,
Did you get him, Bunny?
I got him.
I knew my
a
prayers
rad
were
roach?
answered.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah.
husband Frank.
I hate those
was
things.
mine.
yeah.
Just a bit before the war, there was news of tremors. And he didn't come home.
I figured I'd let you take him
I don't
out and
know
I'll
what
come get the
happened
meat
to
so
him
that I
or
can.
Why he never came home.
It has 2 heads. I didn't realize it had 2 heads.
And between you and me,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Pretty much everything you encounter is going to have
Read my old
at least one extra
newspapers
face.
and Listen to music.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful.
That's how you know it's Fallout,
Which
because it's either
just
giant or it has
right
extra
by me.
faces.
And if you
Ever
get
hear
too
the
much
New
radiation, you'll
Times
start getting some
atomic lottery?
mutations.
The
Right.
winner got
Some of them are
10
actually
years'
beneficial.
worth of Blampo
There's a
mac and
couple of
cheese,
them that
Salisbury steak,
work
and-
out pretty
and
good. All right.
Nuka-Cola, of
So
course.
there's in the bottom corner here. There was the exercise room. I think you
And I
spotted that.
finally won
Make sure you
the
check the
month
ice machines. They
before the
usually have
war.
things in them as well.
It lasted only 8 years, though.
But yeah, there's this
Who can you complain
lower
to?
one, and then the room directly
By the
above us
time it
also
ran
is
out,
accessible.
I had heard the responders' radio
And the
broadcast,
weights
so
from the
I
dumbbells
went out to
are
find
lead,
them
but
and
they're really heavy,
surprised.
so
Bless
No.
their
Yeah,
hearts.
I wouldn't.
they'll weigh you down in a hurry.
I'm
But when
going
you're
home
looking
now.
for leads to do ammo,
Anyways.
and you need
How do I
lead
turn
fast.
this thing
That's
off?
the spot. You can get a lot of lead there real quick.
Blast these things. Not this button.
Nope, machine.
Not this one. Oh, oh, here it is.
And I don't see any orange smoke. A lot of times there's a supply drop here in town, but I don't see any orange smoke.
The lamp I can take. I'm taking it.
So
That up.
Great circuit board.
when it comes to weapons and armor, they are upgradable, and the way that you get the upgrades is by scrapping weapons. And that by scrapping the weapons, basically it teaches you about the weapons and will grant you the knowledge of the upgrades. Whatever style of weapon you scrap, that upgrade is good only for that weapon. So if you're scrapping a bolt action pipe pistol and it says, suppressor, well, that's a suppressor only for bolt action pipe pistols. It won't work. You won't have a suppressor available for other weapons. So if you scrap lots and lots of short hunting rifles, you'll get lots and lots of mods that you learn specifically for hunting rifles.
Right. Very cool.
And you also can get mods for melee weapons, like you can make your machete saw-bladed, serrated on the backside, and also you'll learn armor mods like that as well. And I think Bunny knows the routine from here. You know where you are and know the next steps. So
We have to kill some farmhand supervisors or something, don't we?
It depends. That's an event. Certain areas will have an event, and if you complete the event, you'll get rewards.
Alright.
So sometimes that'll be going on here, and sometimes it won't. But basically, most of the steps in your upcoming quests will be taking place between the White Church, this building that's over here, the volunteer center, and then some various locations right around town here. So the only thing to watch out for is at the end of the street there's a Red Rocket gas station, and that will be occupied. Oh, there's a drop in town here. Right up over here there's some orange smoke. That is good loot. Good loot. Yep, right here. It's laying on its side, but that's alright. Marksman's armor piercing hunting rifle. Very nice. Serrated machete. Of course, they'll all be more around your guys' levels, I got a feeling. And if they are, I'll tuck them away for you.
Yep.
Yeah, they're level 5, so there's definitely a good hunting rifle and a serrated machete, a combat knife, and a Bowie knife. They're all level 5. I'll hold on to them, and if you guys still need them when you get there, I'll make sure that they get to you.
Sweet.
Oh, there's a thing behind you, Bunny.
So what does... I can't see it.
Nope, like a big piggy thing.
Oh, there, right.
Oh, that's a Brahmin.
Brahmin,
That's what
yeah.
happened to cows. That's what happened to the cows here. They have 2 heads too.
If you shoot them, though, you can get ribeye steak. Collecting a bunch of water.
You have to go into the church, don't you? Possum?
Yep.
Your thing, your...
I have to find the overseer in Flatwoods. That's
Yeah,
what
oh, he's down here.
Yep.
Is he down here?
She, he, she, I think.
Automated message.
Yeah,
Large left detects all
There's
supervisors.
first aid box here, which is always good.
10% of the
So, oh,
accident
that's that
right
event
to
I
the
was
main
talking about
frame.
with the
You need to reset the farmhand targeting
with the.
parameters. That should keep our people
but-
safe in the area. Be careful.
Yeah, there'll be a little floating diamond over the top of whatever it is you have to access.
We call it the Great War now.
Volunteer
It's
bot.
not been long. Things have
Yep.
been rough.
You can buy and
Welcome
sell
to
from
Survivor
him.
Stories.
Right.
I'm Dasa Ben
I
Ami,
need
a responder.
drink.
I've been working with the responders
Yep,
for a couple
you
of
should
years
have
now.
purified water, and you
I'm
may
from
have
Charleston
boiled water.
originally, so it was easy to join up.
It'll be under aid.
What wasn't easy was the work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over.
Yeah, purified water is really good healing. Boiled water will give you a few rads. So you'll notice in our health bars that little bit of red that's on the right hand
yeah.
side. That's the radiation that
I've
you've
decided
taken.
to ask people to
Okay.
And as you can see, as that bar fills with red, you have fewer and fewer hit points available to you. So to get rid of to protect yourself against that, you use Rad-X. To get rid of it, you use Rad-Away. But you've only got a few rads. You're not doing bad at all. When it
I've
gets
got
a
some-
third full,
I've got
then
some
it's pretty
red away
serious.
anyway. Yeah, got some red
Yeah,
away for when it does it.
In Vault 76, you should have picked up several Rad-X and several Rad-Away.
Only 2 reservations came through. I refused to go. My little brother went to the vault. Could not persuade me.
Oh, I did get a mutation briefly, dude.
Yeah.
In the end,
Got bird
I pushed them
bones.
inside it, and that was it. After that, I went back home to Charleston and, well, survived. Eventually, the responders formed, and I
There it
signed
is,
up right
yep.
away. It was
That'll get you a bunch of supplies and then the holotape you need to listen to.
It was devastating. Relocating to Morgantown Airport
We
and now
did.
Flatwoods has been... I remain optimistic. Been with them now for, I guess 2 years.
I bet
We
some new
have
clothes
big
off the guy.
plans.
Do you like them?
Ah, there you go.
Do so much to help.
Yeah, I like them.
Just maybe
Yeah.
we can rebuild the
Go
night
to,
to
talk to the guy, the robot guy.
In the meantime, I will continue to record stories of survivors when I can.
And somebody completed the event. And since we were here when the event went off, you'll see you're gonna get some Rad-X and some other rewards and some caps,
Right, yeah.
which was funny because that was actually enough to level me. I just hit level 49 and I've gotta level up. So each time you level, you have perk points available to you. And so if you haven't taken care of that, I can walk you through it because there are a couple of important things to know when it comes to it.
A little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
So if you hit tab and then you hit T, that will take you to the leveling screen, and you can see you've got the large icons that say strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck. It's very important to know whichever one of those you click, you're going to gain a point in the attribute up above. Okay, so if you don't want to make that choice right off the top of the head, just hit tab, and that'll show you all the perk cards that you have available to you. And in the upper part, yellow lettering underneath one of the perk names, so like perception, underneath it might say, like unspent points 3 or something like that. Those are the points you spend to use the perk cards.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Why not
Yep.
grab a
So,
stim pack or 2?
So for instance, I want to add to my perception. So when I hit T and it gives me the large icons, I'm gonna go to perception, click it, and it's gonna show me perk cards that are available to me for perception. And one of the things that's cool is that if you have multiples, you can add them together basically. You can power something up. So when you get you'll get packs of perk cards every so many levels. It'll say you have an unopened perk pack, and when you open it up, it'll give you some cards and a stick of gum. If you chew the gum, it gives you a bonus of some sort for a short period of time, and you'll have some available perk cards and perk points. So like I have one unused point under perception, and I'm going to take Grenadier. Your explosives detonate with a 50% larger radius. Blam. But really, in terms of any kind of advice with the perks, it's really tough to say because it really depends on what kind of build you're doing. Like me, I tend to be kind of the sniper guy, and if I'm not sniping, then I'm right in somebody's face hitting them with a blunt instrument. So I tend to focus on perception and strength, because perception for the sniping perks and strength for the melee perks. Intelligence and perception are the perks that help you with unlocking terminals and unlocking safes and stuff. Charisma tends to be more about benefits for you and your party members. And I am thirsty again.
Alright, I have to go. Dinner's up. Am I safe here?
Yeah, basically, if you log out here, when you log back in, you'll always log in at the edge of the activity zone. So you'll show up at the edge of town here.
Okay.
If you don't want to show up at the edge of town here, just hit M on the map, select my camp, and fast travel to my camp. And so if you log back in, even if I'm not here, you'll log in there where my camp location was instead of right here in town.
Yeah. Where do I find? Oh, there. Hawkeyes. That's Hawkeyes.
Yep, and mine is south of Hawkeyes.
Mouse move there. Fast travel.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. So you can sort of. Okay.
Yep, and fast traveling to other locations will cost you caps, but fast traveling to your camp or the camp of a party member will never cost you anything.
Alright. Sweet. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's real fun, eh?
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully it got you a little bit of information and a little bit of a leg up. And
So we can just like the next time I log in, it doesn't matter. Like this will just be here, right?
right.
Sort of thing,
When
yeah.
exactly next time you log in, you'll appear at the edge of town. In fact, you'll appear just on the other side of the bridge up there that we walked under.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
And
Thank you.
because there are multiple servers, if like you need to do something and somebody's just come through and done it, and so it's not available, just log out to the main menu and log back in, and you'll usually log in on a different server and you'll have an opportunity to complete it.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.